I'm here today with Tahlia Bear, who is GSA's Diversity and Career Officer, and we're going to be asking her a few questions about her work here at GSA. So first, can you tell us about your career path that led you to GSA, and then include what attracted you to work for diversity and inclusivity in STEM fields?
So I was the first in my family to go to college, and when I attended as an undergrad at the University of Colorado in Boulder, and I knew very early on that I wanted to study in science, and so I majored in biology, and I was put in a pre-med program, and that was pretty intensive, and I did very poorly, and I felt like I was unsupported in my first semester, and so I ended up switching my major into something else and graduating, but I've always been drawn to the sciences, and during these summers I did work with the Upward Bound program, and I taught underrepresented students during the summer, and I really realized that I wanted to give back to a community. I come from a traditionally underrepresented group. I'm American Indian, and I feel like I know the struggles of students who study in science and are unsupported, and so this is kind of my way of giving back to the community that I'm from.
And then an important aspect of your position is managing the On to the Future program. So since you have individual interactions with students, can you describe the impact that this program has on the lives of its participants?
So I love to hear the stories of success, and I'll give you an example of a student who still messages me today. He went through the On to the Future program in 2013, so it's inaugural year, and he's kept in touch since then, and he's taken advantage of a lot of GSA programs. He was a Bighorn Basin Field Scholar. He went to graduate school, and he now works in Europe, and so I love those stories of success where I see students who take advantage of all the programs that GSA has to offer. So I think one of the most important elements that students take away from working or from participating in On to the Future is really the mentorship. There are some very strong connections that students have made with their mentors over the years, and I think that's one of the most important elements of the program. That was added, the mentorship program was added in 2014, and which is the second year of On to the Future. And it was added because for most of the On to the Future students, coming to the GSA annual meeting is the first large scientific conference they've ever participated in. And so it can be quite intimidating to come to a conference with 7,000 other scientists. And so what the mentorship does is it helps a student kind of navigate their way through the meeting. It provides them someone to have coffee with, to meet with, to talk with, to go over sessions, to decide what events would be best for them. And then also to talk with students about their career path and their academic path and kind of what they want to do. So it really gives students a support network as soon as they arrive at the meeting. And then, of course, there's the On to the Future cohort of students who are also there, which is also another supportive network for the students.
In what ways would you like to see On to the Future grow and expand?
So one thing I've enjoyed seeing is On to the Future students returning to another annual meeting and mentoring another student. There's a lot of enthusiasm for mentoring an incoming On to the Future student. I also enjoy the On to the Future students who have volunteered to participate in GSA's governance. We've had some students who have been selected on to GSA committees and who participate in the Student Advisory Council as well. And so I think that opportunity for students to give back is important, and one of the focuses that I like to promote to students is that GSA is their organization, and they really should be participate in ways to shape the organization for them.
So in addition to On to the Future, what other ways are you working to help GSA become a more inclusive and diverse organization?
Well, last year in 2017, I worked very closely with the Diversity Committee in bringing more visibility to diversity and inclusivity at the GSA annual meeting in Seattle, Washington. And so we worked to propose sessions, party sessions, technical sessions, displays at the annual meeting, and then also we are a part of the RISE campaign, which is the Respectful, Inclusive Scientific Events, which is a safety initiative for GSA events. GSA has also partnered with other societies to bring more visibility to the geosciences at minority-serving national conferences. So conferences such as the National Association for Black Geoscientists, NABG, and SACNAS, which is the Society for the Advancement of Chicanos and Native Americans in Science, and ACES, which is the American Indian Science and Engineering Society. And so sessions are proposed, and then GSA also has a presence in the exhibit hall.
All right. Thank you, Tahlia, for taking the time to speak with us today.
Thank you so much.